Hey there. Today I'd like to answer a very commonly asked question. Why is it that spiritual practitioners aren't fabulously wealthy? Surely, if they have the ability to influence the forces that underpin the universe, it would be a triviality for them to make a subtle adjustment and to become multi-millionaires. This is a question which I used to ask myself when I was young. And I'd like to tell you a story about how I realised the answer to this puzzle. Back in those days, I had a female friend who lives in a far warmer country than this. And she had an interest in wealth. Not because she wanted to be able to own lots of objects or to be able to use it to realise her dreams, but because she liked the idea of the security it would bring to her life. She was fearful of all the things that could happen, and she wanted that money to protect herself. She practiced the same system of evolution that I do, and she started to put it to work with great discipline. She created a special environment with symbols that would remind her of her goal. And she sat to create a talisman that would attract the wealth that she sought. With an unbroken focus, she was there for 2 hours a day, an hour in the morning, an hour in the evening. As this experiment continued, I started to notice some interesting changes. She herself started to change her value system. Her focus in life, as in her practice, became on money. And rather than money being a possession, it became a genuine indicator of the value of a person. Soon, she wouldn't talk about anything else. Her discipline with this practice was so strong that she managed to continue for 7 months daily. And this is when the story gets very interesting, because after 7 months, she did become fabulously wealthy. So wealthy that she would never need to work again, and that she could protect herself against anything that happened. If she got ill, she could pay for the best care. If she was in trouble, she'd be able to get a specialist in whatever area she needed to help her out of that trouble. But she didn't stop the exercise. It was then I realised something very important. Inside her, there was an imbalance that had caused this to be her goal in the beginning. Just like she was seeking security through money, you can see in other people where confusions and imbalance cause strange excessive goals. This is the person who is seeking love and can't find it in a genuine, functional relationship, so seeks out many lovers. This is the person who feels insecure, so has to be dominant in business or in some sport. When she was doing her exercises, it wasn't the talisman that was being charged, it was her. This imbalance was growing and becoming more powerful and more important. She actually continued this practice for 2 whole years before realising she needed help and starting to readjust and bring balance into her personality and into her life. It was observing this that made me realise that spiritual disciplines are based on inner balance. We evolve the weaknesses we have. We bring back into harmony our vices or shortcomings. We heal our illnesses. And because of that, balanced people have balanced goals. So, although you can achieve some things through imbalance, as in this story, most effectiveness comes from a harmonious, integrated approach. So the true practitioner will achieve through their own merit on many different levels in a balanced and in a healthy way. This is why a true spiritual practitioner would no more seek fantastic wealth than they would seek excess in any other area of life. My name's Martin Faulks, and I hope that this video has answered that question. Why is it that spiritual practitioners don't conjure up fantastic wealth for themselves? Until next time, let's let every word, thought and action count.